on this computer. Thank you, Helen. Yeah, so dear soul, mind, and body of fill in the blank, I love you. It's also good to say, I honor you, I appreciate you, or I'm thankful for all that you've given me, whatever you want to put in there, like make that gratitude sincere. And then say, you have the ability to transform or heal whatever your issue is, whatever you're asking for. And then the soul order is called do a good job. That's the soul order. You're giving the soul of your heart an order to transform and heal. So do a good job, and then you say thank you.
Got it.
Yeah, it's really powerful. So we use those 4 power techniques in the class. So that's why I wanted to go over them for the new people. Now, Master Sha has added 2 more. So now he has 6 power techniques. You know, it's been 10 years. He's constantly giving us new information and evolving. And so the new ones are breathing power. Breathing power is to breathe so that your abdomen expands when you breathe in, and then it contracts when you breathe out without any effort. Don't push or pull it hard. Just when you're breathing, breathe all the way down to your abdomen, because most people only breathe in the top half of their lungs. So the idea is to get your breath, your oxygen down to your abdomen, because your abdomen is your energy center, and I'll go into that a little later. So you breathe into your abdomen, and then your abdomen comes in when you exhale. It's kind of a different way to breathe, but it's easy once you just focus on it. So you focus on your breath power or breathing power. And then the 6th one is writing power. And we're going to do a little bit of that tonight. I found a Love, Peace, and Harmony calligraphy. Some of the people here have Love, Peace, and Harmony treasures, Love, Peace, and Harmony light balls that they've gotten through the Love, Peace, and Harmony organization. And so we're going to practice with those Love, Peace, and Harmony light balls. So I have a Love, Peace, and Harmony calligraphy. I'm going to pin it up to the screen, and we're going to trace that. And that's the writing power. I think I've told most of you that when I do a session with you, I'm tracing a calligraphy as well. And so a calligraphy looks like this. This happens to be Greatest Forgiveness, if you can see that on my screen with the background. So when you trace the calligraphy, calligraphies carry Tao light and Tao frequency, and Tao is a creative energy. It's the highest frequency. So when we trace those calligraphies, the Tao calligraphies, we absorb that Tao calligraphy and that Tao frequency, or Tao light and Tao frequency. So that's why we want to trace, and that's called writing power. So we're going to do that in a minute. But what I want to start with is a forgiveness practice, because that's what we come together to do. So we're going to do our forgiveness practice, and then we're going to trace the Love, Peace, and Harmony calligraphy as our forgiveness practice. Okay, and I'm going to suggest that we stand up to do that if you can. You don't have to, but if you can stand up and trace it, it's better to have that energy flowing in your body. But if you're in any pain or discomfort, then by all means stay comfortable wherever you are. Okay, so a forgiveness practice, you've all done one with me. We're going to do it together. I'll say it, and then you can repeat each line. So it goes like this. Dear, well, first of all, let's take a couple of deep breaths and get centered. I've been talking for 5 minutes, maybe longer, looking at the clock. So just let your abdomen expand gently when you breathe, all the way into your belly, and then it comes in when you breathe out. Breathe in, it expands, exhale, it contracts. So that's the breathing power. Okay. Also, it's helpful if you visualize white light, a white cord coming out the top of your crown, going up, up, up into heaven, through the sky, through the universe, to infinity. It comes down through your crown, through your spinal column, all the way down out your tailbone, down into the ground, down, 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 into the core of Mother Earth. So we're completely grounded on the white cord, completely connected to heaven and Mother Earth. Okay, now we'll begin. So repeat after me, silently or out loud. Dear everyone and everything.
Dear everyone and everything.
That I or my ancestors have ever hurt or harmed. In this lifetime or in any of our past lifetimes. Connected to, and then you fill in the blank. or whatever you're asking for healing for. System, organ, condition, relationship, finances. I'm so sorry for the mistakes that we caused. And I know just to say I'm sorry and to ask for forgiveness doesn't make up for it. And that I must do my best to not make the same mistakes again. And I must do my best to serve others to make them happier and healthier. Thank you for your forgiveness. I'm grateful for any forgiveness you can offer. I offer my unconditional forgiveness to everyone and everything that has ever hurt or harmed me in this lifetime or any of my past lifetimes. Connected to, I ask my ancestors to please forgive everyone and everything that ever hurt or harmed them in any of their lifetimes. Connected to, and I forgive myself for all the mistakes that I've made in this lifetime and in all my lifetimes. Connected to, I forgive myself and I let it go. I let it go. I let it go. We'll just chant for a couple of minutes before we start tracing. And it goes like this. I forgive you. You forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you. You forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you. You forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. Bring love, peace, and harmony. So now we're going to do some more say hello greetings. We're going to say, dear all, repeat after me, dear all of our love, peace, and harmony, golden light balls,
Dear.
and golden liquid spring treasures. I love you. I appreciate you. You have the power to help me transform this fill in the blank. Do a good job. Thank you. Dear the sacred calligraphy of love, peace, and harmony. Shung Ai, Ping Ah, Hushe. I love you, appreciate you, honor you. Please help to transform and bless us for our request. Fill in the blank as appropriate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And dear the sacred mantra of love, peace, and harmony, we love you, honor you, and appreciate you. Could you please come and assist with our tracing and our forgiveness practice to help us transform this negative information regarding blank to positive information. So grateful. Thank you, thank you. So we're going to begin tracing. Probably going to change the chant up while we're doing it. But what I want to do is pin. I can figure out how to pin my screen. Where did that go? It should be under view, but it isn't. Okay. Yeah, you're only going to see it if I'm talking, huh? Oh, here we go. It's beside my name. There we go. Okay. Pin to second screen. Let me know. Can you see that calligraphy now?
I can't.
You can't? No.
No.
You still seeing me?
Yep. Yes.
Okay, maybe it's the first screen. Let's try that. Remove the pin from this list. Okay, and then we're going to do pin to first screen. No? Not yet, huh?
Nope.
All right, let me do this. How about there now?
Nope.
Still not seeing
No.
it. Thought I had that figured out. Oh, I know what I got to do. Duh, I have to share my screen. Sorry, we have the technology. I just have to figure it out. Okay, can you see it now?
Yes.
Yay. Okay, let's stand up and trace it. So you stand up, you take your 5 fingers, which represent your 5 elements. That's your heart, liver, kidney, spleen, and lungs in each one of your fingers. And you're going to start on the right side of the calligraphy. And the first one, that big L, is greatest, and then below it is love. So I want you to trace it slowly. Don't trace it fast. Trace it slowly. And if you're sitting down, just trace it with your hand if you're sitting down. And we're going to start. So it's Shang Ai Ping Ha Ha Shay. Shang Ai Ping A Ha Shay. Shang Ai Ping A Ha Shay. Shang Ai Ping Ha Ha Shay. Love, peace, and harmony. 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 Shanghai Ping Shay. 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 Shanghai Shay. Oops, sorry. Shanghai Sha. I lost it. Hung I Ping Shay. Shanghai Ping Shay. Shanghai Ping Shay. Shanghai Ping Shay. Love, peace, and harmony. 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 Shanghai Pinga He, Shanghai Pinga He, Shanghai Pinga He, Shanghai Pinga Shanghai Pinga He, Shanghai Pinga He, Shanghai Pinga He, Shanghai Pinga He. Now we're going to do it silently for a couple of minutes. Finish tracing the calligraphy. How? Thank you, thank you, thank you. So just sit with your eyes closed for a few seconds. Absorb the energy and the light. Open your eyes, come back into the room. And who would like to share that experience? Anybody have any sensations or sharing is serving?
I'll share.
Thank you.
The long story, but okay. I did forgiveness of my brother around finances. So my brother's controlling the family estate, and I'm here with taking care of my mom, and it's a challenge to get money from him to pay for things. And he hasn't paid the help recently that I need because we're both walking with walkers. Okay, both we need help. He hasn't paid, and it was just worrying me all day. I couldn't get it off of my mind, and then I'm thinking, is he going to throw me out of the house? And she has to go into a home and I'm going to be homeless, with nowhere to go, crippled. And my mind is going crazy with the whole story. And so anyways, to ask for forgiveness around him and the money. And I just feel calmer now. And I really, today I was just saying, God's in charge, but I wasn't getting that God's in charge. I was still like, my brother's in charge. So that I can just laugh about it and feel light about it is such an improvement over how I was today. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for sharing. Keep doing forgiveness practice with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was born, I was 8 years old, and he took away my thunder. So I really didn't like that, growing up. So that was a whole thing there already to do forgiveness with.
Well, thank you. How about you, Melissa? Do you want to share? You're unmuted, so that's why I'm asking. Yes? No? Anybody else? Sandy?
I just always love the,
Go
let me
ahead.
see.
Yeah.
No,
I just always love the calligraphy. I think they're awesome.
Mm-hmm. They're powerful. Yeah. Thanks, Helen. Sandy?
I wanted to ask a question about the calligraphy. Are
Sure.
you supposed to do it all in one movement, or is
Well,
I mean,
no. What do you mean by all in one movement?
like when you start tracing it?
You're following it with your body or with your hand. You're following all the lines, so the curves.
Right.
There's some real specific instructions that are kind of advanced. So so how do I do that and show you? So if I was standing up doing the calligraphy, this is how I do it. I use my dawn, which is my belly, right? I take my belly, I visualize the ball, and I take it and I move it around the calligraphy like this.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
if it's going across, I'm going across. If it goes up, it goes up. When it goes down, I bend my knees a little bit. And I
Okay.
go up again, and then I go around. And you do the same thing with your hands. So you're following the calligraphy. It's really powerful to do it with your abdomen, because that's your energy foundational center, right? So when you do it with your abdomen like a ball, then that energy is going right into your lower dantian, or your zhong area, as it's called, your energy foundational area. So that's the advanced way to trace the calligraphy, is with your whole body and going up and down. When the stroke goes up and down, you go up and down. Okay. But if you're just using your hands, then you just take your hands and you do the same thing. You follow the calligraphy up and down with your hands, and across and around and circle. Does that answer the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not important if if it's not all in one flow, like, because if you're moving your belly around, you're not doing it that way anyway.
Yeah, no, it's not important to even know if you're following the lines right. Like,
Okay.
don't get attached to, oh, does it go this way? Does it go that way? Is it going up or down? Just
Okay.
follow it however you're meant to follow it, whatever you're thinking, because it's called the sacred path. And so as long as you're tracing it, you're going along the sacred path, right? You're on the path. Doesn't matter which corner you take. If that makes sense.
Answers my question.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, how about you, Marcia? This is the first time you've been exposed to the calligraphy and the four power techniques, or 6. How are you feeling?
I actually feel a lot lighter. I feel like my not so heavy on the shoulders.
Wonderful. That's awesome. And that's what it's meant to do. Because see, it's bringing the light. When it brings the light, golden light shines, sickness disappears. So the dark leaves and the light comes in. That's what we want. That's why we do this. How about you, Lydia A? Are you still with us?
No.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just listening to what everyone is saying because this is my first experience.
Okay. And how are you finding it?
I love it.
Oh, good. That's good to hear. I know Helen said you've been doing a little bit of practice on your own that Helen has shared with you. So,
She sent me 2 prayers. She taught me 2 prayers, and
and by
the
prayer,
shift,
you mean the forgiveness practices?
I'm not sure even what it's called or what it's referred to.
I
Oh,
gave you the forgiveness prayer and then a Master Sha 9-minute video for healing different parts of your body. And then I shared how to change relationships with you too. So 3 things.
nice. Okay.
Yeah, I felt a huge shift after I did them, and pretty much that day I denounced Christianity as my religion
Oh, wow. That is a
because
huge shift.
I was raised Catholic, but that was definitely a toxic cult in my opinion. And then I stayed Christian, but I never really went in depth in learning much about it from how I was raised to, know about it.
Yeah.
And when I did the prayers that Helen sent, that was the first time in my life I've ever felt a shift like that through doing something spiritual.
Okay.
Like I've done, and at that moment I just realized I'm not a Christian. This doesn't work for me. This does nothing for me really. But what I just did does.
Okay. Well, that's beautiful. Well, I want to tell you a funny story. Before I met Master Sha, I was on a spiritual path for a number of years. And I always said, because I was raised Seventh-day Adventist, which is a really strict Protestant religion. And I always said, and there's so many religions, and that's one of them that believes they're the only religion that's the true religion. And I really had a problem with that. I'm like, well, I don't know. Everybody's worshiping God. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So in the growth that I had in my spiritual journey before I met Master Sha, I came to believe that all paths lead to God. All paths lead to God. And what I mean is I read somewhere once that even the murderer in jail on death row can find God, right? He can turn to God in that stage of his life. And, so all paths lead to God, although I wouldn't want to take that one in particular. um, but when I met Master Sha, I knew that I had found a true teacher because that's exactly what he teaches. Master Sha doesn't teach religion. What he's doing is not religion based, but he embraces all religions. He said something to me that really, or to all of us in a class, that really made me laugh. He said, there's only one God and there's only one heaven. He said, and Jesus and Mother Mary and Buddha are all in heaven together. And I'm like, well, yeah, of course, there's only one God. There's only, all paths lead to God. He said, there's not like there's a Catholic religion and a Jewish religion and a Catholic heaven and a Jewish heaven and a Buddhist heaven. He said, no, everybody's in heaven together. And that really, really resonated with me because that's already what I was believing. And it just made a lot of sense to me, because when you think about it, God didn't make all the religions, man made all the religions, right? Jesus came to earth to be a way shower, to show us the way, and then we made a religion out of Jesus. But that's not what he wanted. That's not why he was here. So, I'm not here to get into religion, but it's just kind of funny because, all paths lead to God. And I'm not trying to change anybody's belief, believe me, because belief is a beautiful thing. And I think that what I love about religion is that they all teach the golden rule. Doesn't matter what religion it is, they all teach in some form or fashion, do unto others as you would have done unto you. And that's actually the law of karma. That's the law of cause and effect. Whatever you do comes back to you. And that's exactly what I'm talking about with the negative messages that you store and the positive messages that you store. It's whatever you've done comes back to you, good or bad. And that's what's stored as negative information and positive information in your field. So I don't want to get too deep on that because that's a pretty big teaching, but I'm glad that you brought that up, Lydia, because that's exactly what Master Sha teaches. Is all paths lead to God. And they all have truth, and they all have wisdom, and they all have great teachings that they share with humanity throughout the ages. Starting with traditional Chinese medicine, which is the oldest medicine that they know of, over 5,000 years old, right? Confucianism, and what's the other one? Taoism. And Master Sha talks about the Tao, but he's not talking about Taoism, the religion. He's talking about Tao, the creative force. Tao is the creator, that everything comes from, the void, the nothingness. You can't explain it. There's no words for it, but it's, you know, the biggest of the biggest and the smallest of the smallest. That's the Tao that Master Sha is talking about. Tao calligraphy and Tao vibration and frequency. It's not Taoism, the religion. That's a different thing. So does that help? I'm going off on a tangent. Let's go back to practice. Any questions on that? Yes, no?
No.
Okay. Well, it's about 10:02. Let's do another forgiveness practice together. You can pick the same area or you can pick a different area. And this time we're going to sing a little Love, Peace, and Harmony. Love, Peace, and Harmony is a sacred mantra that Heaven gave to Master Sha to help humanity. And it's right behind me on the banner there, the words. I'll move over a little bit so you can read it. And we'll do a little forgiveness practice, Love, Peace, and Harmony. And then I will do a Tao Hand's blessing at the end here for everyone as appropriate while you do your forgiveness practice. Okay, so we'll have double the frequency and vibration flowing, because we create a field when we're all together here. We create a field, and however many of us there's 8 of us. The forgiveness practice is times 8 with 8 of us here. Hey, your power of 8 group, Helen, there you go. So when there's 8 of us, it's 8 times more powerful than we do it when we do it by ourselves. So that's why we want to come together every week so that we can practice together. And my goal is to teach you what I know and have learned to heal myself. I've healed myself of several things with Master Sha's techniques, and well, Master Sha's helped me too. One of them is L5 degenerated disc, which Helen knows about because Helen was helping me through that. Also sinusitis. I had terrible sinusitis. I don't have that anymore. Now I'm working on some other issues that have come up, but you know, because it comes up in layers. But I want to empower you to have the techniques and knowledge that I've learned so that you can work on yourself as well. Because here's what Master Sha teaches. It's really important. And I think that a lot of people like look at this, you know, you go to the doctor and you get a prescription, or, you know, you go and get a treatment and you expect that to fix you, right? You expect that to make it better. Like, why aren't I better? You know, I've done what the doctor said. I've, you know, been taking care of myself. I've gone to and had all these different things. But what Master Sha teaches is that you have to do 50% of the work. So no matter what you're doing to heal yourself, you have to do 50% of the work. And then the universe or heaven does the rest. So that's what Master Sha teaches. So that's why we need to do practice. We need to trace. We need to do forgiveness practice. That's our part. And then the part that heaven does is the Tao frequency and vibration that comes through a session or comes through the Tao Hand blessing. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So trace and chant as much as you can. Do forgiveness practice as much as you can. And you know, he says you can do it walking, when you're cooking, when you're exercising. Just chant, I forgive you, you forgive me, bring love, peace, and harmony. You know, that's it. That's your 50%. Because when you're doing that, here's why you want to do it. It changes the negative information in your field to positive information. Every time you do a forgiveness practice, a little bit of that information is getting changed from negative to positive, or maybe a lot's getting changed. It just depends. We don't have any control of how much or how fast. But if you just do it consistently, is every time you think about it, what I do so that I remember, and I just learned this recently, and I've been with Master Sha for 10 years, I do a forgiveness practice every time I eat. So instead of saying grace, I do a forgiveness practice. So Helen calls it a prayer. In a way, it is a prayer. So I pray my forgiveness practice before I eat. So I'm doing it at least 3 times a day because I can remember to do it before I eat, right? So that's one way to get your practice in. If you're forgetting about it, or, you know, just try doing it that way. Okay. So, dear everyone and everything that me or my ancestors have ever hurt or harmed in this lifetime or our past lifetimes, I deeply and sincerely apologize. Specifically connected to, please forgive us. Please forgive us. Please forgive us. I offer my unconditional forgiveness to everyone and everything that ever hurt or harmed me, connected to. And I ask my ancestors to forgive everyone and everything that ever hurt or harmed them in any of their lifetimes, connected to I forgive you, you forgive me, bring love, peace, and harmony. And I forgive myself for all the mistakes I've made in this lifetime and all of my past lifetimes, connected to, and for storing it in my field. And I let it go. I let it go. And I let it go. So this time we're going to chant love, peace, and harmony. And it goes like this. And by the way, you can go to the App Store and download Love, Peace, and Harmony to your phone. And then you'll have the app on your phone and you can play it all the time, or specifically when you're doing a forgiveness practice. But most of us play it all the time because it's a source vibration and frequency. So just go to the App Store and look for Love, Peace, and Harmony. It's a little rainbow ball is the icon. So here we go. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. And then the soul language is on the other side. Lula, lula, lee. Lula, lula, la, lee. Lula, lula, lee. Lula, lula, lee. Lula. Lula, lee, lula. And now the Chinese version, which we just learned doing the calligraphy. Wo I wo shin ha li. Wo I tron red lay. Wan ling rong a mu shi shang. Shang I ping on ha she. Shang I ping on ha she. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Lula, lula, lee. Lula, lula, lee. Lula, lula, lee, lula. Lula, lee, lula. Lula, lee, lula. So you keep chanting. I'm going to do the invocation and send the Tao Hand blessing to each of you as appropriate. Okay? So I'm going to be silent. Hey, Karen, do you want to lead the chanting? Calling on you there, girlfriend.
Okay.
All right, keep
Okay.
chanting. Thank you.
Lula, lula, lee. Lula, lula, lee. Lula, lula, lee, lula. Lula, lee, lula. Lula, lee, lula. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Peace and harmony. Love, peace and harmony. Lula, 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 lee. Lula, lula, lula. Lula, lee, lula. Lula, lee, lula. I love my heart and soul. I love our humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Peace and harmony. Peace and harmony.
How? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, the Tao. Thank you, the Source. Thank you, my Tao hands. Thank you, my Heavens team. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Gong sum, gong sum, gong. Thank you, man. It was you. I was over here and it was going, oh, 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 oh. It was like, wow. It was really, really strong. And
It
Melissa,
was.
I just see you there. I scrolled down. I wasn't scrolled down far enough. I didn't even realize you were on the phone with us. Hello, beautiful lady. Forgot to ask you how you're doing. I'm sorry. You can unmute if you want and say hi to Helen. And
She texted me when she got on.
There we go.
oh, okay, there you are.
Here, let me.
Yeah, sorry, you were covered up.
Yay! I see a child. Hello. I see two chitlins. Hello, Ellie. Hello,
Nice.
Violet.
Hi.
Nice. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
They're so.
Good to see you.
You too.
Okay, so I want to tell you one thing I wanted to make sure is that you know that you can download the Love, Peace, and Harmony song. I highly recommend it. Play it on your phone, put it on so the volume, you can barely hear it, and play it wherever you are. That'll just raise the frequency and vibration of wherever you are. The other thing is Master Sha has Alexa now on Amazon. So you can go download Alexa for Amazon, not the Google one, and then you can say, play Master Sha into the phone, and you can get all kinds of practices with Master Sha right through
That's
Alexa.
awesome.
Yes. Yeah,
I'm
iPods.
gonna do that to my daughter and freak her out.
Yeah, they're iPods, I guess. It's called iPods. I don't know. Podcasts. Sorry, podcasts. That's it. So that's something new that he's just started to do, and I guess they have a new one every day or every week or something. I've only listened to one, so I highly recommend that as well. And then the other thing I want to ask you is that I've been working on my website and working on my Facebook page and trying to get everything going. I need to have a formal testimony from those of you that have agreed to give me a testimony. So I'm going to email you a little form that you can fill out with your name and what you experienced and whatever you want to share. If you could do that for me so that I can start to migrate those into my website.
Absolutely. Happy to.
Thank you. So I'll send that out as well. I know
I
some
have
of you.
a whole bunch of them. I mean, like the thing with my brother was crazy.
Okay, so do more than one for me then, but follow the formats because it's, it's a specific format so that they look formatted when they appear.
Okay.
And don't give me any third eye images because people don't understand what those are, Helen. Just your, the actual results, what your condition
What do you
was.
mean third eye?
Well, like when you see gravel coming out of your.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. No,
Yeah.
no,
Those
don't
are
worry.
third eye images, right? So.
No, I did. Yeah, no, absolutely. I would not. Oh my God, no, I know. People are like, what the heck?
Yeah, what is she talking about?
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my, I see some crazy stuff too.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
I don't share that with the general public.
Okay, no problem. Well, that's awesome because that's what everybody wants is their third eye open to be able to see spiritual images. So that's powerful.
Oh, Melissa's heard some of my crazy ones.
Okay, everyone. I love you all. Keep practicing. Keep doing your forgiveness practice. Just start at meals. Start doing it. And then, connect with me if you need to. Otherwise, I will see you next week. Melissa, you let me know if you're ready for another session.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And Karen, let me know too if you need support. I'll talk to you Wednesday. Karen's in my Tao practitioner group. Yeah. And Lydia, it was lovely to have you. Welcome back
Here,
anytime.
Josie.
Thank you.
Josie says hi.
Hi, Josie. And Sandy.
Night.
Hi. Love you too.
Thank you.
And great to connect with you, Marcia. Hopefully talk to you
Thank
again
you.
soon. Okay.
Yeah.
Love you, everyone.
Love you.
Love
Okay.
you, Lydia.
Bye.
Love,
Bye
peace,
for
and
now.
harmony.
so
Yeah,
much.
Thank
love,
you,
peace,
Lydia.
and
That was
thank you.
awesome. We
Thank
need it
you.
this week.
Awesome. Every week.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, but really this week.
Yeah, I know. That's
Okay.
crazy what's going on over there. All right.
Yep.
Bye
All
for
right.
now.
Bye-bye.
Love, peace, and harmony. Sing
Love,
love, peace, and harmony.
Harmony.
Okay.